Start. All right, my man that I got here with me is a former Intercontinental champion, former WWE Tag Team champion many times over, former Mr. Money in the Bank, former WWE champion, and he's going to add a little something extra to the list. He's the new in-game host for football. It's back at Ford Field over the summer. How excited are you about this new opportunity, man?
Man, I'm really excited about it, man. Football, as much as I credit wrestling, everything good in my life is because of wrestling and
Uh-huh.
WWE. But football was my first love, man. Football
Mm-hmm.
truly was. So getting to play at Iowa, my time in the Midwest has been beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And just Detroit, man, the passion that people in Detroit have for their teams is special, for their city is
Yeah.
special. So I'm really excited. I got to do a bunch of things with Big Noon Kickoff for Fox Sports, and we've
Mm-hmm.
really developed this relationship over the last couple of years. So as soon as they brought this to me, I was like, man, makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
SummerSlam will be at Ford Field on August 5th. The Michigan Panthers will be coming back to be playing in Detroit for the first time in 40 years. They'll be
Wow.
playing all their home games at Ford Field as well. So obviously, it just made perfect sense building up to the Michigan Panthers USFL season, all being at Ford Field, and then shortly thereafter, SummerSlam also being at Ford Field.
A lot of synergy there, right?
A lot of synergy, yes.
Absolutely. So, of course, I have to ask, man. It's been a little bit over a year since the injury. You've been in great spirits throughout the whole situation. How are you feeling, and how's everything progressing with on that end?
I feel really great, man. Right now, it's just unfortunately it's a difficult fracture. So I broke my C1, I broke my C6 as well, but I broke my
Hmm.
C1 in two places, and it's called a Jefferson fracture. So
Okay.
because of the nature of that fracture, sometimes it doesn't heal as well. So it had been healing fibrously at the 6 month
Hmm.
mark, which means everything's like still in place, but it hadn't ossified, it hadn't completely turned into bone yet.
Okay.
So, obviously to do what we do, the rigors of WWE and being in the ring,
Hmm.
they want to make sure that my neck is as rock solid as possible to be going back out there. So
Hmm.
I'm so fortunate. I have no nerve issues, no pain issues,
Yeah.
no strength issues. I feel great. I feel normal. And I'm really grateful to all the EMTs, everyone in Birmingham that took such great care of me,
Hmm.
my PTs in Tampa. Everyone's been great. So I'm really fortunate to feel so good.
That's awesome. I'm glad to hear that, man. So, with the new gig, man, what are you most excited about hosting Michigan Panther football here at Ford Field?
Well, I'm excited. Especially being a part of WWE the last several years, what we do is so based on fan interaction.
Yeah.
And that's something that I've really grown to love. When I first started wrestling, it was all about the athletic side. But as I, progressed in my career, I really love the connection with fans and be able to give them the best experience possible. And so to bring that energy in a different format, to take that from wrestling and to bring it to these USFL games, that's something that I'm really excited about. So that's what it's really all about, is making sure that fans have the most fun possible, that they're as
Hmm.
engaged as possible, that they're really enjoying their time being at Ford Field and watching the Panthers play.
Yeah, that's dope. And with all of the people in the world, essentially, how dope is it, that the Panthers and the USFL reached out to you to do this, where they're playing at Ford Field and in Detroit for the first time in 40 years.
No, it's amazing, man. I count myself really blessed to have an opportunity like this. There are a lot of other people that they could have gone to and asked to do something like this, but I'm glad that I was the one that they came knocking for.
Yeah, that's dope. And then I see that on June 18th is going to be WWE Superstar Night with the Panthers. Talk to me a little bit about more of that and what fans can expect at Ford Field on that date.
Yeah, so right now we don't have anything announced per se, but for WWE night, the cool thing is we might have other talent come in, do things. I'm sure we'll do some, fan giveaways and whatnot. But being able to bring in WWE talent, to bring in the WWE side to promote as well. Again, such a natural tie-in with the Panthers, with Ford Field, and with the WWE.
Yeah, that's dope. Come on, man. Give me a little scoop. What do we got? Give me some.
I
Is
got
that
any scoop
Kofi
for you.
Woods?
We always say like, what do you want? Why do you want us to ruin the surprise? That's the beauty of showing up there. And how about you get something that you never expected, man? I don't want to ruin that for you.
Okay,
I'm looking
okay.
out for you, my
All
brother.
right, all right. That's fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. So one of the things I posted that I was going to be talking to you today, and probably I got to ask you. There's two things that I feel like always come up when people talk about you, and I want to know which one people ask you about more. Is it big meaty men slapping meat, or is it you and the popcorn in the front row? Because I
That
see those
that
everywhere from people that aren't
yes.
wrestling fans as well.
You know what? I did not realize that would be my legacy in wrestling, would be the popcorn gift
Uh,
and the big meaty men. But
yeah,
look, man, I'm incredibly proud of both. I
yeah,
will say, I think the popcorn gift is still, I still see it widely used. I
uh-huh.
feel like, at least in my mentions
Hmm.
on Twitter and in day to day, big meaty men I thought might have like its time in the sun and then fade out.
Hmm.
This is years later. I want to say
Yeah,
we did this in like either 2020 or 2019. This is at least three
yeah,
years later.
uh-huh.
It might have picked up steam for some
Yeah.
reason. I see like people in different companies
Mm.
use it, on the independent scene use it, in WWE. I've seen it in non-wrestling contexts in other sports as
Mhm.
well. Look, I am incredibly proud. I would say that's the one. Big Meaty Men
That's
is
the
the one
one.
that has followed me. I feel like it's not even close to dying down. I get
Yeah,
tagged in something about every single day.
yeah.
It's kind of ridiculous, but in the very best ways.
In the best way. I know. I was watching Raw last night, and you know, I heard Corey Graves mention this is the Big E special, Big Meaty Men.
It's so absurd, man. It really is so absurd. But I love it, man.
Yeah.
Anytime we've seen so many house battles too, even like Gunther's and a lot of those big meaty men
Hmm. Hmm.
matches, Bobby Lashley, Brock. So it's
Yeah.
a good time. Bronson Reed too. You got a lot of big boys. And
Yeah.
we need like a I haven't thought of we need a good version for the women too. We can't
Uh-huh.
leave the hossy women
Oh.
out of it too. I don't have a good version for it. If someone comes up with
Ooh.
something, let me know. But yes, big meaty men and big meaty women as
We'll
well.
have to workshop that one. We'll
Yes.
have to workshop. So honestly, was that just like a spur of the moment? It just came out, or was that something that you've said in the past when you talk about, big guys wrestling?
No, no, it's just something like that kind of, was spur of the moment at the time. I think
Yeah.
it's a thought I've had in my mind many times because I think, so the interesting thing is when you go to Japan, for
Uh-huh.
some reason, I love working. Tokyo is my favorite city to visit, but we used to
Hmm.
wrestle, go to our shows in Tokyo. Every time, like I would be in the ring with guys like Rowan or my good buddy, rest in peace, Luke Harper.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in Japan, for some reason in the States, two guys who just take off and give, the old tackle spot where two big men
Yeah.
run into
Yeah.
each
Yeah.
other, they tackle, no one bumps, and they
Hmm.
stand strong. You can do that like one or two times in the US and
Uh-huh.
get reactions. But in Japan, for some reason,
Yeah.
you can do it over and over. So it was we would always like when we were putting our matches together, that was the thing is Rowan
Hmm.
and I'd be like, hey, you and I, we could just hit the ropes and take off and hit each other like 5 or 6 times, and the reaction just grow more and more. So that's
Yeah.
something that I've always had in my mind. And for me, like it always sounds best when you get the pop of the meat. That's what it
Yeah.
is. That meat slapping against each other. When the chests hit each other, that
Yeah.
noise, that's how the fans are
Hmm.
like, oh. So that's always something that I've had in my mind. It's just that meat slapping.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking for with two big men. So
Yeah.
it's something I've thought about for a while, but I never really put it into words until that podcast.
That's
And I can't even just take sole credit for it
yeah.
because Woods dying laughing, cackling really makes that video so much better.
It really does. And we're going to get to see some big, meaty men slapping meat at Ford Field with the Michigan Panthers all season long. Big E is going to be the in-arena host. I got to make it down to some games. If you ever, you get sick or you can't make a game, you need someone to fill in for you, hit me up, my brother. I got you, okay?
Thank you. Or we
Yeah.
can tag team it too. Come on
We,
now. I appreciate
hey,
the love.
hey, let's do it.
I'm
I'm
not
not a
mad at
big,
it.
meaty man, but I'll, do what I got to do.
We'll get you a bodysuit, one of those muscle
Yes.
suits. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
There we
Yep.
go. April 30th is when the season kicks off, and June 28th, I believe, is WWE night down at Ford Field. The USFL is back in Detroit for the first time in 40 years. If you go to some games, you'll be able to see my man, Big E. Big E, thank you so much for your time, continued success, and hopefully, everything goes well with that injury, and we can add to that accolades list. So the next time I talk to you, I can start with like 5 minutes of, Universal Champion, WrestleMania main eventer, Royal Rumble winner, and on and on and on. I appreciate your time, my brother.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, man.
Absolutely.
Go Panthers.
Go Panthers, baby. Let's go.
Yes, sir.